There we go. Before we get started, could someone please put the disclaimer up so everybody knows the rules? There is a disclaimer in the group. Let's see.
Pardon my move. I just need to grab this little thing here.
That's okay. Go for it, girl.
Because I got my phone on too, so I can see and comment.
Right, me too. Because I told you they won't let me see the comment.
Yeah.
Click back and just see.
So I got my phone and.
Right, there we go. The disclaimer is Lena cusses. It's nothing personal. It's not against you personally.
On,
I don't
Tony.
hate you. It just slips. Okay. Hello, everybody. It slips. Mother cusses. Disclaimer. All right. It is now 7:07. I know I said I give you 10 minutes, but I may have lied. So with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to the very first episode of the Black Girl Business Hour with your host, L. Will, which is known as Lena Wilson, and that is me. I am the owner of Rebellious Beauty LLC and Business Beauty Rebel 216. We have started this series of podcasts with small business owners within our Sister to Sister group that we will be showcasing over the next 2 months. Okay. Our first guest, before I get started, I'd like to say that this episode of the Black Girl Business Hour is sponsored by Rebellious Beauty LLC. Rebellious Beauty LLC is an all-natural, organic and vegan skincare company located in Cleveland, Ohio, and owned by guess who? Me. So for all of your organic and vegan needs, skincare needs, please visit rebelliousbeautyllc.com. Now, with all of that being said, let me get to my first guest. First of all, I'd like to thank her for being on the Unprofessional Professional Show. Our first guest is Miss Candice Hankins, who is the owner of Ruthie List. Ruthie List is a network that offers local and national consumer access to various Black businesses in all industries. In addition to providing marketing and promotioning opportunities to entrepreneurs, she also provides a platform for collaboration and growth. Everybody, please put some hand claps in the chat for Miss Candice Hankins. Yay!
Everybody.
Yeah.
Hey.
So, like I said, Miss Candice, thank you for being the very first guest on the Black Girl Business Hour with me.
Yes, thank you, Lena, for having me. I'm so nervous for being the first guest, but hey, we're gonna do this. Girl,
don't be nervous. Talking to Lena is like talking to your best girlfriend. Okay.
Yes, and remember I told you my maiden name is Wilson, so I mean we might be cousins.
That's right. See, and if we ain't here, we is today. There we go. So problem solved. So again, we like to thank you for being on the Black Girl Business Show, and we want you to introduce us and the rest of the sisters to Ruthie's List. So tell me about Ruthie's List.
So Ruthie's List is a Black business. It started as just a directory, but now it's a network because we got enough lists. Like you can find lists everywhere, but we need a network. We need a group of people. We need to be able to have resources and access to different things. So that's why it's a network. What we do is, the parent company is also mine. It's CJW Hankins LLC, which is a consulting and referral company, which we also do connections to if you need website development, if you need marketing and promotions. I'm also a notary. So all those things fall under that umbrella. So, but Ruthie's List came about. Ruthie, first of all, was my mom's name. So all my friends called her Ruthie. So Ruthie's List, because she was like the connection. She was loved by everybody. She loved everybody. And that's kind of the premise of what Ruthie's List is about as a network. We want everybody to be welcome, feel accepted. We want to help you get to where you need to get to. You don't have to feel like, oh, I'm not at this level, or I don't look like this. My business is not like this. I'm not him. I'm not her. You're you, and we love you and we accept you for who you are. So that's kind of how we are with Ruthie's List. We do promotions. Oh my God, you name it. We got promotions, we got networking. We also have an app. Listen, I made an app, y'all. Little Black sister girl right here, little brown girl made an app. So I need y'all, thank you. Hard work, but it pays off. So we got an app, we got a website, all social media platforms, including YouTube. I'm telling you. So, and I want y'all on the list. Y'all got businesses. I need to know about y'all. We got stuff coming up, and I want to tell people what y'all doing.
And that's why we created this hour, so we can put people together. So you just said you were a notary. There's a sister in the group that I know is a notary. You know what I'm saying? There are so many people here that need website development and marketing and things. Like, I yell at y'all all the time for this. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. So we need that for our ladies in the group. And this is why we're bringing this series of podcasts to see how people can help benefit you and you benefit them and collaborate. So with that, please tell me, what is one thing that you wish you had known before you started Ruthie's List?
One thing I wish I really knew, even though I knew it, but not really, how much work it is and how, not to sound negative, but how much rejection that you get.
Wait a minute, hold on. Can you say it again louder for the folks in the damn back?
How much rejection there is. Like, you would think like our people would be happy and people be like, oh, I want to support, I want to do this. And like crickets. It's crickets. You be looking
crickety.
Like, y'all ain't got my back. So I wish
like houseway, why?
Right. Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. Because I don't understand. Like, it's not like I'm out here begging y'all to give me y'all last $5 or take y'all Popeye's money. Like, I'm not doing none of that. I'm just asking. I originally started, I said, just sign up. That's it. I ain't asking you to pay to sign up. I ain't say nothing. And people were like, oh, I don't know. Well, I'll look at it.
And never looked at it, never researched it. But then when it gets to a point where it's self-sufficient, oh, sis, how can I be down? Well, it's like, I tried to get you down when I was starting. And what you said literally just leads to my next question, because the challenge of rejection is, like, how did you face the challenge, and how did you, because apparently it didn't phase you because you're still here. So how did you face the challenge? How did you overcome that challenge?
So I had to really look at what I was called to do, what the reason was for what I was doing. And also a part of my rejection was also seeing other people doing the same thing. Like, you know, a lot of people make candles, a lot of people make shirts, a lot of people do this. So you have your other people that are same areas that you are. So I had to really take a moment and pray about, because I'm really big about listening to what God is telling me to do, making sure I'm in line, because I want him to bless what I'm doing. If I'm not doing it right, then I don't want to do it. So I had to really seek him and say, what do I do? Because I don't think they want to hear what I got to say. He like, I didn't ask you that. Okay, well, my bad. So it was just a matter of overcoming myself, getting myself out of the way, and just remember the mission and the vision that I wrote down, that's on my site, that's all over my office, looking at that and reminding myself and remembering it's in honor of my mother. Like, exactly.
Like, it's bigger than you, it's higher than you. It has to be better than you.
Yes.
And that is so pivotal in business, to not follow what you see, but find your lane, your calling, and run with it.
So true.
That's good that the rejection didn't stop you, because it can be very, very disheartening.
It slowed me. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest. It slowed me.
Right. You're only human, but it didn't it can dishearten you to where you're like, I'm done. I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's very good, because again, you're still here. So therefore it worked. Okay. Yeah. So what are some of the biggest highlights of Ruthie's List for you?
Oh my goodness. Definitely the app.
That's major though.
That is like,
that's major. Hand claps for the app, y'all. That's major.
Thank you. Like, I remember talking to somebody and they were saying, like, do you have an app? This was like a top entrepreneurial like guru, and he's like, first of all, I'm in shock that I'm on the phone with him, and he was like, do you have an app? Do you have this? And I'm like, no.
Right.
No. So when he said, he's like, you need to get an app. Okay, I looked into it. Looked at the prices, and I was just like, whoa, this is a lot of money. But again, when you're doing the right thing and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, God will always make a way. Like,
exactly.
He will provide the resources, the people, whatever you need, and He's gonna work it out. You don't have to worry about it. So I was able to create this app in like 2 weeks. So that was a highlight for me. Another highlight is just to say I did it. That's like the biggest thing. To really,
because when you on limited budget, you'll be surprised where your mind will go.
Honey, it was me Cleveland Clinic Income, and Michael's Craft Store. Listen.
Okay. Hey, because we got a sister in here that work for Michael's too, y'all. So hey, okay. We got another sister in here that's a fellow work for Michael. So hey, I understand how you got to use the job to fund your dream. And you, again, when you're on limited funds, you will be surprised how smart you end up being. Because you'll be like, oh no, I can't build a building. And they be like, well, it's going to be 2.5 million. You like, hold on, give me 2 weeks. So how about I build the building myself?
Right.
Okay. You figure it out.
And get my
you at Home Depot, 2 arms, 3 boards and a nail. Like, I'm about to build a building, okay? Because I ain't got 2.5, okay?
Exactly.
So you'll be surprised.
That's what happened. That's what happened. Like,
so that's dope. And that's
myself.
That's dope. And that's the part that I want people to hear from other people. Like, they hear from me, and I think it's almost like I'm your mother. You don't really listen to me, like it ain't true, so they got to hear from somebody else. So I want people to hear entrepreneurs' journeys, business journeys, to know, hey, it's not just you. Everybody struggles. Nobody got here, didn't nobody electric slide into success, okay? Right. Everybody body slammed into failure at some point, but it's how you get up and keep going.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. So that leads into the next question of, what do you feel is something that was a fail with Ruthie's List, but what did you learn from it?
That's a good question. I think for me, the fail was the initial branding and the initial concept, I think, was for me. But I learned a lot because through that process, I was able to start over, basically.
Okay.
Like I said, I originally started I started just as a group, like a list for some of my friends, because everybody kept saying, Candice, do you know somebody? Candice, who is this? Because I don't know, I think I know everybody, but I don't. But they would ask me. So I was like, well, I'm just make a list for my friends. And that was really how I wanted to be. And as it started to grow, I kind of just let it, do whatever it was doing. So it could have been bigger had I been bigger, thought about it.
Right.
I learned so much in that process of how to make it bigger, how to rebrand it, how to keep it going, how to help other people so we can collaborate and help each other.
Right. So, and collaboration is such key. I see you guys' questions, and I'm going to answer. We're going to present them at the end. So hold on with me. I do see your questions. Collaboration is key, but it's very scary because you don't know what people have to bring. Some people have something to actually bring, and then some people are just coattailing because you've brought all your smoke and they ain't got no smoke. So it's like, it's so crazy when you want to collab with people, but you're like, what can you do that I ain't done?
Right, exactly.
You hate to sound mean, but it's like, sis, I've done all of this twice with no money. Okay. Yeah. So yes, I totally agree with that. What advice would you give someone wanting to start a business?
To one, make sure that the business that you are starting is the business that you should be doing. Right. It is probably the worst thing to get started. I'm just using examples, getting started to making lotions, and you do that for 2 years and come to find out you're supposed to be making candles all along. Right. Or, you know what I'm saying? Make sure what you're doing is that, and then write it down, make it plain. You got to write that thing down, have a vision, literally do the work behind the scenes before you get that. I love that. I was trying to read it when we first, I was like, what's on here?
Girl, this is the wall Bible, okay? Yes, what I tell you. Okay, it's here. It's one here. It's one in my bedrooms, one in the damn refrigerator. Honey, write it down. Did y'all catch that? Write it down.
Write it down.
Did y'all catch that word? Write it down.
A solid plan. That's why I said my mission and my vision is everywhere. And then live your business. Walk it. You are the billboard. You are the marketing. We're here. People like myself, other people are here to help you. But at the end of the day, y'all see what I got on? I'm walking around with my stuff on.
Collection plate for the money, because
it's on the back of my phone.
Collection plate. Look, collection plate. Because if that ain't a word, that's what I tell people. How do you want someone else to believe in your brand when you ain't believing in your brand?
There it is.
How do you want us to go hard for you when you don't go hard for yourself? You want me to just come in and be like, oh, she got a product, let me buy it. Like, nah, I want you to make me believe that this gonna make you fly out here. Yes. Okay. You can't tell me that I ain't told somebody the damn shea butter I sell will make you gorgeous. Okay. I don't know if it will or won't. But, you know, but you got to sell it, and you have sold it. And you, like you said, you walk it, you talk it, you live it, it's surrounded. Because how can you not be motivated if you're constantly seeing your brand? I absolutely agree with that. I am so glad you said that to these folks. So did y'all hear that? Did y'all catch that word? Please tell them, give me some praise hands if you caught that word. Okay. Y'all hear my ghetto dog. You know she ghetto. If you've been in any of my lives, you know my dog is ghetto. Okay. That's because
your dog heard the word. That's why.
Clearly she barking for the word too. Okay. Because she better get her some business too. Okay.
Right. She's speaking on her brand. She's speaking. Listen to her.
Right. So we know who your target audience is, which is clearly small business owners. And now, are you targeting specifically women, Black women, everybody, people breathing aliens? Who you targeting?
So my main target is Black businesses, male and female. But that doesn't exclude other minority, other Black. I mean, it's all Black, but it doesn't exclude Chinese, Japanese, Mexican, Latino, whoever you are, it doesn't exclude them. But at this point, we're just focusing on the Black business. But I want to get to a place that as we're doing events and kind of giving information out, that we pull in those other minorities that don't have the resources, because that's really what it is. People don't have what they need. They don't know the connection. They don't know where to go. So it's not just us. It's really not just us.
It's not. We just got to help us more.
Yeah, we got to start at home. They always
say start at home before we start spending the night at other people's house, okay? And getting them together, okay?
Yeah, that's it.
Who is someone you look up to in business?
Oh my God. So on a global level, I would have to say I love to watch Shaquille O'Neal. Master P.
I was just about to say Master P is for me.
When he came out with that rice, he got rice, y'all. Master P made some rice. He got cereal, he got rice, he got milk, he got clothes.
No, let's talk about his first movie came out the trunk. It did better than motion pictures. I don't care. Yeah, Bout It was ratchet, but it came out his trunk and it did better than most pictures did. Master P is like the ultimate business person.
Yes.
I'm with you on Ash Shaquille, because he said, guess what? I can't dribble this ball forever. He is a part of between 12 to 15 franchises that are all $1 million.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Collaboration, again, that's it. Partnering with other people. That's how you make it happen. Now, I have some local people that I've been watching too, and I'm like, oh, okay, y'all, now, wait a minute. So I'll be riding on their little coattails too.
I mean, a few people that even though, people say they look up to me, I look up to people too. There's some people locally that I definitely look up to and follow, not, discrediting me because Mother has done it all. But but I do look up to a lot of people, and it's a lot of people that help me along in my journey. So yes. I definitely like your selection in Shaquille O'Neal, because I didn't expect that. A lot of people don't know that, and that lets me know how in-depth people's business mind is when they talk about people like Master P and people like Shaquille O'Neal and Baron Davis. A lot of people don't realize Baron Davis is very heavily invested in stuff. So that is really good, and it shows me that your business mind goes deeper than, oh yeah, these people over here, Nicki Minaj or somebody like that. Like, come on.
Right. Yeah, no.
She just got her first check. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying?
Got it, right.
She making good music, but she really just got a check in real life. Okay. So with you starting Ruthie's List, I'm gonna assume that your mother, naming this business after your mother, is what keeps you going. So is that what motivates you to keep going in your business?
That and my children, my family. And I'm like, I don't know about you, I'm competitive to a degree. I don't like to fail. So I don't want to be like, oh, I didn't do it. No, I want to be at the top. I want to be successful. I want my name. I want a legacy to leave. I want people to remember Ruthie's List. Oh, what was that? Who was that? Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Exactly.
So that's definitely it. I mean, my kids, my family.
Absolutely. Absolutely. My sister in the chat, she said she look up to me. She better though. But that's because she going to Detroit with me this weekend. She's trying to be my friend. No, she's my sister kid. Okay. I call her my sister kid. She my sister, but she like she my kid in real life.
Hey, you gotta have them.
Right. But that's definitely great motivation. We have to leave our babies something, not just bills and grief and nonsense and how to make other people money. So the fact that you're building a platform for your children to carry on a legacy is amazing. That's amazing.
Those are the ones that's on my board. Like my son is the brand marketing director. My daughter is. So everybody has a title and like they're part of it. Like they sometimes rep Ruthie's List more than I do. So, you gotta, I gotta do it for them now. They all on it. I'm like, I can't let it
Absolutely. Down. Hey, I got mine over here, whipping shea butter constantly. Right. Okay. Yeah. All of them. Most of them going with me to Detroit so we could pump this business, So hey, I understand, girl. Put them, but if you get them started early, they'll understand the struggle in your journey and how to carry it on. Because like I tell my kids, I'm building the platform. You can take it after I built the base, you can take it and do whatever you want to with it. Make it better. Make sure your ideals are greater than what mine ever was. You know what I'm saying? Like literally just, you can keep me as the face and you can go do what you want. And you can put your mother in the backyard with a tiny house and the fire stick and leave me alone. And you can have the whole business.
That's some tequila and I'm straight. That's all I need.
This is what I'm saying. And about a couple bottles of wine, maybe a little charcuterie board, and leave your mama alone. And you can go on with the business, do what you want to do with it. But show them that you can do, look what we built in the house by ourselves with no money, no marketing, no nothing. And it's a success. So that's so important to show our kids, our babies, our family, you can do this. Right. You can do this. So that's like amazing to me when I see people building a brand and a legacy for their family.
But that's what a lot of us don't realize is that bringing our family and especially our kids into it is beneficial for them and us because those are your first employees. You can put them on your payroll and put them in your taxes. As you're paying them, you showing them how to run a business, how to be an accountant, how to take care of things. And you're showing them the whole spectrum and you're growing yourself because you got some test dummies, not to call them dummies, but you got some testers in front of you.
You got some testers. Nah, definitely. My two last kids.
Test dummies that used to be in the car.
Right. My youngest two are definitely on the payroll. You can claim your kids up to $12,000 a year or something like that. And they're fully invested. They'll have a net worth in 10 years.
Yes.
And they don't even know it.
Right. And you can apply legitly for that PPP.
Exactly. You ain't got to be watching your back like, who on my phone?
Oh,
Sure. Like, girl, because people about to go down. So if you see half your street missing, just know the feds came on for them, okay?
Right. Sorry, I should have put a disclaimer about myself. I don't sugarcoat. I just kind of, it just come out.
No, absolutely no. Sorry. Hey, ain't no sugarcoating here. They know I give it to you. No Vaseline, girl. They be like, oh dear God. So yeah, it's all clutch pearls in here with me. Okay, so it's okay. What are some resources that has helped you along in your journey?
I have some connections, some circle connections, some friends. So people, more resources other than myself. So like I have Sharita Carthon, she does a lot of marketing and branding.
Yes, I know her.
Hall, who helps with that, a lot of that stuff too. Yep. I have some other friends that are doing stuff, Angel. I mean, so I collaborate and connect with a lot of these people. I've connected with Sam Silk. So I'm with them and I pick their brains. As they're talking, I'm listening to what they're saying, what they're doing. Same thing as at the Cleveland Clinic. I've been there for 22 years. And I get in these rooms and I don't have to say nothing. I'm sitting at the table just watching this director, this person, taking it in, seeing how they moving. And I'm taking it, writing it down. And
absolutely.
I'm patterning myself after that. And that way, when I go in those rooms and I'm at the table and now it's my turn to speak, I know how to. I know what to say. I know the verbiage. I know how to move, how to sit, how to stand, how to enter. I don't go in with my head down. I come in, head up, like, it's me. Let's go.
That part, like, I got 17 years with the federal government. If anybody knows how a dollar works, it's me. Okay. If anybody knows how spending and recession and all this stuff that's going on works, it's me. And that's why I created the group, because I try to pass it along to you.
Yes.
And
same thing. Yes.
It's fine to be in your employment if you're getting something out of it. You know, I worked in the law office. You know, so when I started my business, I started doing contracts. Well, I would have never got that had I not been in the law office as long as I have been. So when I wrote those contracts and actually forwarded them to my attorney and said, hey, is the verbiage right? He like, hey, you ever thought about being an attorney? And I'm like, hey, no. Nope. Right. I'm like, but it is cool. He like, no, it's good, you know. So if you're not absorbing from these employment, once you get it in your mind that at some point you're going to walk away, everything should be just absorbing the information. Like, I'm only here so I don't get fired. You know, I'm going to be cordial, I'm going to be cool, but I'm going to take as much as I can from this job. So I can apply it to whatever I'm going to
have you shouting in the room.
Like, seriously. And I tell people that it's okay to be at your job. It's okay to even do this entrepreneur thing and go back to your job, as long as you're learning. I attribute stuff to fast food, and I attribute stuff to the government. And when I worked retail, all of those jobs had a major part in how Rebellious Beauty is successful, as, of course, why Ruthie's List is successful, because you've taken all those aspects of these jobs and applied it. And applied it. It's almost like, here we go. And then boom, that's what I got. Yeah, that's what I learned. You know, that's what I learned from it. So if you just sitting there and you like a robot and you just typing and nothing's coming to your brain, like, damn, I could use this to do this, and the third. Like, why are you there?
Right.
You just, at that point, you just zombieing. Like, you zombied out.
Yep. And you said a lot. You said a lot right there, because that's what we don't realize. Like, our employers, they help us pay our bills and sustain, but they also are there. They should be there to motivate and elevate our minds. Like, we should be still learning, because some things you can't learn from a textbook. You might
Everything is hands-on.
Yeah, it's hands-on. You know what I'm saying? Like they say, some things you got to learn in the streets. Some things you got to learn sitting in that office that you're not going to learn sitting in the classroom. So you got
to be experienced. You got to know how to pivot if something goes wrong. You got to know how to go to the next, because something will go wrong and people will shut down. And it's like, why did you do that? Why didn't you just, you know, give me, I mean, not saying that I've not freaked out, but you take a second, you step back and go, let me look at this situation. Then you come back and like, got it. And you got to do that same thing for your business. You know, like you said, with the rejection part of it, if you get rejected, you don't go home and cry. You go home and be like, okay, they didn't like that. So what do I need to pivot and do to make them love whatever I'm doing?
Right. What did they like?
What did they like? And that's the part I need to run with. You know, it's no personal dig. It's just, it could have not been presented right. You didn't speak it right. But I find in a lot of business too, people don't know their own stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just asked you a series of questions. You ran them down like this. Do you know how many people can't do that?
And I learned that from being at Cleveland Clinic for 20, well, in my department for 7 years, working with directors and C-suite executives, working with them and listening to them answer these questions.
Yes.
Learning the words they use, simple words. They talk about forward facing. We ain't talking about no forward facing. Let me walk in the room and talk about, we need to be more forward facing. They like, excuse me, hold on. Everybody now looking at me.
Exactly. You know what to say to put them into attention.
Yes. So you got to pay attention to what they saying. White and black. White and black.
And I've worked with high level government officials where we would be in meetings and everybody that came on and spoke, she leaned over and tell me who they was, what their pay grade was, and how they got started. And I said, whoa. You know, so I'm thinking that's government confidential. She's like, girl, that's public. Let me tell you. So when you approach someone, you know who that person is, what they making, how important they are, and how can they help you.
Yeah.
You know, I tell the story all the time that the person that was the head of the Department of Transportation used to drive a Kellogg's truck.
Wow.
But who better than somebody that did logistics?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? That's so it's always good. And I even try to put that within the group. Know who people are, you know, know who people are, know where they come from, and hell, know how much they make. Absolutely. We have to take the knowledge from these jobs and apply them to our business. So that is a great answer. We're getting almost to the end, y'all. So get those questions ready, because we're gonna be asking some questions. I'll ask y'all questions. I know we got a nonprofit question in here. So if you had, and I asked this question to everybody because it's always asked to me. If you had a unlimited budget for your business, what would you spend it on?
I would spend it on mixers, network experiences, marketing, and promotion for businesses. Like we would probably have like some type of event like once a week, like how you got line dancing every Thursday, or you got the happy hour on Tuesday. It would be an event like every week set up for, and it would be free of charge. You know, you would have those speakers, and you would have like speed dating for businesses, all that type. That's what I would do. So people can get in the room. That's the thing. You got to get in the room, then get to the table, and then you can have your voice. So that's like, I got to get us in the room. So that's what I would use our money for. I would get it. Come on, y'all, let's go. We about to have a cookout, about to have a party, whatever, however you want to call it. Come on in.
Well, look, that's where it sounds like we need to collab, because I'm all about a room. Okay.
Hey, yeah.
I ain't too culture about sitting at people's tables. The girls will tell you, the sisters will tell you, I don't want to sit at your table. I'm gonna take my little petty table and sit it right here and stare at you like, and if I don't like it right here, I'm gonna take my petty table and go over here.
Go over there.
Okay? My table is mobile. Okay, we go everywhere. Okay, I don't have to sit at your little table. I got one right here. Okay,
right.
It can seat one, preferably, but it can seat two if you want to act right. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we need to get together and create a weekly room or a monthly room and stuff like that. I know several good places that we could probably start. And clearly we know a lot of people, but we can clearly get in, because everybody needs a little network, and I'm all about the network. Okay.
Yes,
so there you go. See how that collab just happened? Because I put someone on my platform, and now she's going to use the platform, and we're going to use the platform. That's the stuff I want y'all to do. Okay. That's the stuff I want y'all to do. Okay. You can't be scared. Closed mouths don't get fed. There's a lot of chunky people in here. So, you know, ain't nobody clearly ain't got their mouth closed. Let's do the same for our business. Okay. Mother ain't slim at all. Okay. Okay. None. So let's do the same thing for our businesses. We have to see these connections and see who you can connect with, and see how they can benefit you and you benefit them. Okay. I tell y'all this all the time. I scream it to the mountaintops. And you just can't be silent. You can't be silent in this business, period. You can't be silent in business. I don't understand, you know, again, private business pages and private this and who is you? What? How am I supposed to know? I got telepathy. I'm Dionne Warwick. I done called the psychic hotline. I'm Miss Cleo. Like, how I'm supposed to know what you do if you don't tell me what you do?
Yeah.
Which is why I tell you all in this group, again, post your business, post about it, go crazy about it, post like Fashion Nova, get on my damn nerves daily, post about it, post about it, post about it, post about it, post about it till somebody click the damn link and be like, shit, I'm a bad, simply because they get on my nerves. Okay. So yes, post about it. You've all heard what this sister does. Where can you fit in? There you go. First of all, y'all need to get on her list. How about that?
Yes.
So I'm thinking her inbox or her comments should be blowing up after this. Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
She should be blowing up after this, okay? Now, I don't want nobody in the backdrop like, well, I don't know, because she done told you, I done told you, we done told you together. So, tell me, who are 3 people who are the most influential to you?
So, do we need these to be like
whoever?
Okay. Jeez, my dad.
Okay, I got a dad. I like him
too. My dad came here from Alabama with a 6th grade education and has touched millions of dollars.
Amen.
With a 6th grade education.
Amen.
So it has taught. That's one of the reasons why I did entrepreneurship, because my dad had a pool hall, he had a barbecue restaurant, he had jukeboxes,
hustle.
Everything. So I'm like, okay, I want to be like him.
Hustle.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see who else. Oh my God, I got so many. I ain't gonna lie. I just get inspired by a lot of people. Like that, when people that do good and do right, they just make me make me feel good. Let me see. My old supervisor, Stephanie. Stephanie Munn, I had actually just sent her a message because I got another job, and I had to give credit where credit was due because I watched and modeled after her, and she inspired me because it was like, if she could do it, I could do it. So
absolutely
got her, and let me see. I know it's gonna sound real cliche, but I'm gonna say it. God,
amen.
I'm gonna say it. Like, really, that's it.
Amen.
Ain't nothing else to say. Just God.
Okay, because believe me, the way some of these folks acting silly, girl, chat. His patience.
Yes.
I would just say his patience for some of you.
Yes, it's so much that he had to come in and do. Still doing.
Okay.
So,
still doing.
Him.
Some of y'all lost the list. I'm just saying. You know. Some of y'all ain't making the list. I'm just saying no. So, how can our listeners and viewers and everybody connect with you online, offline, social media, everything? Drop it.
So I did just kind of drop a couple things in the chat, but you can Ruthie's List. Always remember Ruthie's List. You can Google this and you're going to find everything. So I'm on every platform: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. I'm trying to think of anyone else I'm forgetting. I also have a website, which is ruthielist.com. I have the apps for both Android and for Google.
Okay.
Android and Apple. Yeah, my email, our phone number is 1-844-Ruthies. I mean, Ruthie's List. That's all you gotta know.
There's no confusion.
Some people even call me Ruthie. I just answer. They're like, "Hey, Ruthie." I'll be like, "Hey."
I get Rebellious Beauty all the time. I'm like, okay, well.
So yeah, any of those platforms, you can reach out, email, phone call, text, whatever you need to do.
Okay. She should be, like I said, after this, she should be blowing up. Like, y'all should be on the list. Okay. Y'all should be trying to get on the list. I've pinned it to the comments, ruthielist.com. Yes. Of course, you know how to connect with her. She's in the group. You know, if you could even post something in the group and say if you have any questions about Ruthie's List, so everybody can comment, you can do that. But yeah, she should be blowing up at this point. We are almost to the end, guys. I need you all to put them questions in the chat so I can go back and ask the questions. So Miss Candice can answer.
Thank you.
See how that works? See how that works?
Hey.
That's what I want. That is what I want. I want you all
literally to I gotta register. Shout her out. Let me see. I hope she in the group. Kizzy Warfield.
Yes, Kizzy's in the group. Kizzy's one of our next guests. She's one of our next guests. Thank you, Miss Kizzy. Thank you. The link is in the chat. You can register right now, just like Miss Kizzy did. So get on that. My next question is, since you've been in our sister group, have you found it beneficial to you?
I did, but I feel like how you said, post, because I want to know who else in here. So like, you know, I kind of look through, but it takes time, especially if your pages are private and trying to figure out who you are, what you do, got to keep looking. Like, so for me, I'm the same way. I like post something, say like, hey, I make chicken. I don't know. But you know what I'm saying?
Girl, I say grilled cheese. That's me. I'm like, I don't know, I make grilled cheese. That's what I say. That's me. That's me.
But so I'm excited about it though.
Y'all got to post so people can know what you do. We lack the confidence to post our own business. Why are you ashamed of that? Post your business. I go on vending events and I just told someone I sit in between two national brands every time. I go between Carol's daughter, Uncle Funky's daughter. These are national brands that are in stores, Target, Walmart, yada, 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 so on and so forth. And I'm in between them. Am I intimidated? No. Do I feel like I don't deserve to be in between them? No. So you all don't feel like your business shouldn't be posted all the time. You deserve to be posting your business all the time. And this woman is giving you a platform to connect with other people and give you resources all the time. So register your business. Register your business.
Yes.
Do you have any final words, encouragement, sayings, anything that you want to share to the listeners before we go into Q&A? Get them questions in the chat, y'all, because we're going into Q&A.
Definitely want to say, be your best you. Like, give 100% on everything that you do when it comes to not just your business, but just in life. And remember, God gives a lot of us the same vision. You know what I'm saying? We might all see the blue sky, but he might want you to see it as light blue, somebody else is dark blue. And you have a different race to run. Like, you have a different mission. So don't stop your mission because other people look like you and do what you do, because they're not you. Like,
Exactly.
you are unique for what's happening now. Like, so just remember that, because you're gonna have competition. Here's a witness. I look at some of the people, y'all might know some of these people. I'm the female doing it. There's a bunch of guys that kind of have something similar, and I'm looking like, well, they got resources, they got money, and they got this and they got that, and I'm like,
exactly.
But God, like, but they don't have this, and they not you. And I told you to do
right. Okay. Pay attention to what you're supposed to do.
Pay attention to your journey and run your race, and
exactly
to it. You got to. And like I said, just be the best you. Be who you are and stand in it. Be your brand. Walk in everything. Like, I can't say it enough. Like, you just have to stay in your space and do what you got to do.
And keep focused. Turn on the blinders.
That's it.
Turn on the blinders. Yep. Forget everything else and just run your race. That is absolutely a word. Did y'all catch that? Catch that? I know we had some questions. I'm gonna scroll back. I know someone asked about nonprofits. Let me find it. Let's see. Someone says, do you have a medical network within your network?
As far as what type of medical?
Kizzy, what type of medical network? Let's see. Somebody asked about
outside of well, like I said, I've worked at Cleveland Clinic for 22 years, and 2 years prior I was at university. So I have connections and resources for.
And maybe that's what they're asking. Do you have any connections and resource for medical? And if not, maybe she can help with that or be the connect for that. Someone says, what advice do you have for starting a nonprofit?
So I would actually start the same way. Make sure you write that down. I mean, either way, if you're doing a nonprofit or for-profit, whatever you plan to do, write it down. Make sure you have your business plan. That's what we mess up. We don't do a business plan. So if you don't know what a business plan is, research it, Google it, and take some notes. They have literally, there are sites on here that you can plug in the answers and it will spit out your business plan.
Had a whole conference on it, had a whole live on it, okay?
I'm telling you, so have a business plan. And then honestly, I have some other resources that like Relevant Connections. They market and they work with nonprofits. They help you get grants. They help you do promotions. They help you with everything you need to get your nonprofit started. So get everything in writing, get it down, and then get to running, get to connecting.
So Ms. Kizzy said, I have a medical billing and revenue cycle business. She left CCF in April. They won't utilize the services.
Yeah, you said you met with CCF? Is that what she said?
She said she left them in April.
Yeah. So they are, they're very in their space. Like,
yes, they are.
They have their own world. They are
like a mini cult.
Like literally, they have their own city. They are a city themselves. So if you're not part of the city, it doesn't matter. So what you're gonna have to do is really just come out on your own and start your own thing. Be in there, like we said, make sure you took all that knowledge that you were sitting in there, and hopefully you took it with you. So now you know how to set it up and run it. But there are other
the same way. They're their own world. We've had to fight with Cleveland Clinic to where I had to tell them, like, sis, I'm federal, don't come for me. So they got their own forms. They tried to say our subpoenas went good. I said my federal subpoena ain't good. Like, girl, bye. Like,
they do whatever they want to.
I see. I definitely had to argue with a person or two. Like, sis, she was like, well, your subpoena isn't valid here. Okay. Well, watch when I get this federal judge to sign it. Okay.
Right.
Like, I definitely had to experience Cleveland Clinic in their glory. Like, they're their own town. They're their own they're their own nation. Okay. They got their own cops. They got their own rules. They got their own hotel. They are a nation. Okay.
Literally everything. If you get into, everybody used to say back in the day, you get in the clinic, you got a good job. You got it's a job.
It's a job. I got the same thing with the government.
it might not be a good job, and sometimes it might be
like it's cool,
but you know what it is? It's a resource.
It's a resource.
It's a network. It's the connection. It's the plug. That's what it is. So if you in there, get all you can.
Right. Miss Anita said she's a baker and she doesn't see that on your list. She wants to sign up. Miss Anita, the link is in the comments.
I got bakers. What you like, Anita Baker? Like Baker?
No, her name is Anita. Look, I got Anita Baker in the background. You know, me and Anita been rocking all day. Okay,
like Anita is a baker.
She brings me joy. Okay. Miss Anita, go ahead and sign up. You can do it right here. It's pinned to the thing. RuthieList.com. Miss Kizzy just registered. It should be some more registrations coming through. Go ahead and register. Let's see. Miss Sherry says she's going to be in touch with you for sure. Any more questions? Let's bring those questions in. I have a question as to your, I know you said, okay, Miss Anita says she is registering now.
Yes, come on.
We, as far as your networking journey, like, what do you like to target? Is it just like a card swap? Do you like to get in depth with your speakers and just have like a resourceful person? Like, I'm into really the people coming in, and if you can sign, like, I would have you there to have people sign up for Ruthie's List immediately. So like, is that how you would like to theme your networking events? Because I'm extravagant. It's ridiculous. Like, can't nothing be right. Can't nothing be simple with me. It's all big and ridiculous.
So when I actually go, I've been a vendor. I don't sell anything. I mean, I did have t-shirts. Somebody, okay, thank you guys. I just saw somebody else. It's on the side on my phone. But I go to events as a vendor, and I literally have a table set up with a laptop, with the iPad, so people can register on the spot. So if I'm in that type of environment, absolutely, I want to connect. I want to know what you do. If I go to a pop-up shop, I'm working the room. Hey, what's your name? What do you have over here? Giving them cards. I have my phone with me. So if they want to register right there, okay, let's do it. You know, I use QR codes. Got QR codes for everything. So if somebody's like, well, I want to sign up, or I need to find your link, or I want to download the app or whatever, the website. Oh, here, get your phone out, scan the barcode, scan the code, get there. So I'm a hands-on, and I want to know, because when people ask me about it, I want to be able to say something. I want to be able to be like, oh, well, Lena, she does X, Y, Z, and this, and this, and this. I don't want to be like, well, there's this one girl on my list. She might can help you. Like, what?
Right. Well, I'll tell you, I have an event coming up where there's going to be a crap ton of businesses on Launchmere Avenue. So if you're interested, we still have spaces available for services. I love services. I love people who give up. When I do health and wellness stuff, it's not just stuff that goes on your skin or in your body. I do mental health. I do physical health. I do financial health, because that's all a part of the health process. And I think people being connected to certain resources, like I've had doulas and midwives come in. I've had financial planning and financial advisors come in. I've had spiritual advisement come in, crystals and things like that. So I'm not just into the physical product. I'm also into the service. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes me different in my networking, because for me, it's not just and most people who have vended with me will tell you, first of all, if I got a table, amen. If I do, I'm not even there, because I'm so worried about everybody else. But it's never about me. It's always about everybody else, because I'll make my money somewhere else. I'll get my blessings on the back end. As long as all my people are successful, I'm always happy. You know what I'm saying? My success is I'm still able to go out of town. I'm still able to vend with these big businesses. I'm still able to be successful in that. And that's because I feel like what I do here at home helps everybody else. You know, what I give to the group, what I give to my mentor program, what I give to everybody else affords me to still be able to get in my cart and go out of town and sell my products. So I like the fact, like you said, connect, be with the people, get everybody you can. Ladies, if you have not signed up for Ruthie's List, like, what are you even waiting on? Like, she right here. We got questions. Y'all got a few minutes to ask a few questions if you have them. Other than that, you could probably hit her up and on her website, on her DM, or however you got to get in touch with her. She's gonna put a post in the group and say, if anybody has any further questions about Ruthie's List, this is the time to do it. I'll pin it to the top so we can get connected with her. And because I found out she likes to network like I do, look out for that. That might be something we can do big in the wintertime. It's about to be cold. People ain't about to be vending. The least we can do is go hand out some cards and get to know each other. And network our businesses so we can get ready for 23. Hey, it is the end of the third quarter, y'all. 23 is here. 23 is here. Tony says she signed up. She's on the list. Yes. So we are looking to get you all on her list and connect with all of the wonderful resources and possible collaborations to help out your business and to help out hers. Okay.
I mean, the one thing I do when people register, I try to do it at least once a week, but I make an announcement. So you'll see it if you look at my Instagram or my Facebook, you'll see where it says, welcome to Ruthie's List, and your business is listed there. And I post this, I actually don't just post on my business page, I post on my personal page too.
Right.
All my friends don't actually, like we said, the rejection or who we thought was gonna be there ain't always there.
Gonna be there.
Okay, so just because you didn't follow me, y'all not in the number on Ruthie's List, you over here on my personal page.
Exactly.
You're gonna see it. So I mean, out the gate, I'm going to share your information. I have this Instagram, for instance, on my personal account, I have almost 3,000. Ruthie's List has almost 450.
Right.
You got 3,500 people right there. That's right there. The business. They see the name, they're like, oh, I wonder what that is. And they gonna look it up. It might reach out, might buy something, might call you. You never know. So it's those simple connections and those simple little things that people don't know or really don't think are a big deal. But I know a lot of people that just have reached out and said, hey, just because you said welcome and shared it, somebody saw your post and called me.
Right.
So, and that's
so someone says,
I go. So
do you have any networking events coming up?
I don't have anything personally, but I am partnered with the Power Brand Expo, which is coming up next year. Actually, it's going to be at the convention center. So this is going to be huge. It's downtown at the convention center. And there's going to be a lot of celebrity brands and top level executives. They're talking about how to get past the algorithm. It's actually called Beyond the Algorithm. And we're talking about how to market. You're going to have like Lamar Odom, different top name people that are really doing big things in the business industry. So that is something that you will get first information on.
Okay, make sure you post it to the group.
Yeah, I would definitely post that to the group. And if you're on Ruthie's List, that makes you part of my network and the directory. So you're going to find out before everybody else.
There you
might
go.
Get special VIP privileges and stuff. You don't know, but I do want to work on some things coming up. So yeah, it might be. So make sure you sign up so you know when it's coming.
Right. So someone says she does custom items and party items. What should she register under?
So there is a under, I want to say it's under events maybe or custom. Let me get my actual phone. I'm gonna help you out right here because I'm gonna show you.
All right, Miss Betty, you got to get some personal one-on-one, girl.
Right. Okay. So here's the app. I know it's that. How they do that when they be showing y'all stuff and they put their hand behind.
Right. I can see it though. It's good.
So under the directory, like I said, all you gotta do is just press it. I know this screen is bad, but just press different things. I want to say you're under apparel and retail and custom. So you might be able to find it under there. I might just create an other and you can put it in that space, but send me a message and I'll connect with you and tell you exactly where to go. Because I had to revamp everything when it came to the app because I wanted it to be real streamlined and easy for everybody. So once we get you in your space, we can just search by your name in the directory and then they can find you that way as well. So please send me a message and we'll
Ms. Betty, make sure you connect with Candice so she can get you registered properly. So Ms. Candice, thank you so much for being part of the very first, the inaugural Black Girl Business Hour. Yes, if you did not catch this magic, it will be posted in the group. It'll also be posted to my YouTube page, my Business Beauty Rebel website, and on my Business Beauty Rebel Facebook page. again, thank you for sharing all your knowledge and your journey. And I wish you much success, because I want all the sisters to succeed and be prosperous and their business to go global, as we should. Yep. So we would love to, again, I want you to put that information in the group, keep us posted on, what's going on. Make sure you keep posting, because, this was just a few of the ladies that are in the group. It's over 600 people in this group. So I feel like all 600 of us should be on the damn list. Okay.
Yes,
so get your life together. Yes, Megan, I said YouTube. Megan's been getting on me all day about this YouTube. Okay. So yes, Megan, we're going to be on YouTube. So thank you all for tuning in to the very first Black Girl Business Hour, sponsored by Rebellious Beauty, which is my brand. If you like to sponsor one of the Black Girl Business Hours, you can always DM me and let me know, and we can put that together. Our next guest that is coming up next week, actually not next week, yes it is, next week, August 22nd, is going to be Miss Kizzy Warfield Hill. She's our next guest. She's going to be our second guest. We are going to release more dates in November, December, but I wanted to kind of, do this and see what the reaction would be. But I think this was an awesome interview. You did amazing. You enlightened people. I think people in the chat got inspired by your journey, and they're signing up. They're in the chat like, I'm about to get in there. As soon as we get off here, I'm in there. So I hope that we were able to provide you with some more leads and links and things like that. And I'll be in touch, because like I said, we gonna put something together, girl, because I'm all about the network. Okay, I'm all about that.
Let's do it. Listen, let's do it. I want to say thank you for having me. This has been so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Thank you to everybody that logged in, everybody that's registering, everybody that's gonna register, whatever you're doing. And I want to say thank you to you guys for doing what you do, for being an entrepreneur and sticking with it and having that vision. I thank you guys for your work. So remember, we're watching. People are watching you. So I appreciate
everybody's watching you. Everything that. Yes. As a last gesture, people in the chat, if you could politely post to the group what you thought about our very first podcast and tag myself and Miss Candice, that would be greatly appreciated, and let us know how you all enjoyed this podcast. If you are catching the replay, please make sure to hashtag replay so you can catch the beginning of this. You cannot miss this. You cannot watch it from the middle. You can't watch it at the end. You got to watch it from the beginning. Other than that, thank you all for tuning in. I will see you next week, where we will have Miss Kizzy Warfield Hill on the podcast and talk about her journey. And that has been the Black Girl Business Hour. I will see you all later. Thank you, Miss Candice, again for sharing your story. And you ladies have a great evening. Bye.